everybody, to this beautiful setup here at the IEC Election Centre. These are our SABC studios, and you're going to be seeing a lot of them over the next week, so we're glad to be with you. One of the most closely watched areas for this coming election will be the Nelson Mandela Bay. It is neck and neck between the ANC and the DA, with both parties confident of winning the metro with a majority. Both parties, including other political parties, have campaigned extensively in the metro in the past few months. Now, only time will tell whose campaign has been the most successful. So that is just one of those exciting municipalities that we're going to be watching very, very closely. Well, metro, actually, I should say. So let's cross over to Joleen Lee. She's been following it for us there. She's stationed in the metro for the election. Joleen Lee, it's wonderful to see you. Welcome to the program. Talk to us a little bit about this campaigning that's been happening. I mean, this is such a highly contested municipality.
Thanks, Leanne. And who would have thought that elections could be so exciting? But as you said, 3 months of intensive electioneering coming to a close. We know from 7 o'clock this morning, no more campaigning by the political parties. And I, for one, am quite glad about that because it's kept us really busy. But we've had the ANC and the DA in Nelson Mandela Bay. The top guns of the ANC have spent many weekends here. The DA as well, Musi Mamani, was here yesterday doing a final thrust in their bid to win the metro. And as I said, campaigning stops at 7 o'clock this morning, and then it's 48 hours till everybody goes to the polls. Just looking at Nelson Mandela Bay, we've had a bit of controversy with the ANC about their lists here in the Bay. Hopefully that's all sorted out now. And then again with the DA mayoral candidate, the racism allegations against Athol Trollip, that was a thing that might have dented some of the DA's chances. But let's have a chat to Joleen Steenkortse about the metro. Joleen, you know more about this than me. We've got the polls and the surveys that are putting the DA slightly ahead of the ANC, but I know many analysts don't believe we can take this as a given.
No, I think there are just too many unknown factors. We don't know what voter turnout is going to be on the day. We don't know which parties' voters may come or may not come to the polls. We also don't know where a very coveted vote, the workers' vote, is going to go. And this is NUMSA country, and of course there are also those divisions and fractions within the union movement itself.
And we've also got the undecided vote. Do we know perhaps where these voters might go? I mean, we look at Cope from the last local government elections, possibly not a factor in these. Where will these voters maybe find a home?
Yeah, and that is again one of those unknown factors that we don't know where that undecided vote is going to go to. Will it go to the ANC almost as, well, let's give you another chance and see? Will it go to the DA as a means of, well, let's give you a chance and see? Or will it be divided amongst the smaller parties?
There's been big talk of coalition, although no party at this stage, the DA or the ANC, they're both going for the outright win. But if we're talking a coalition, who would be likely bid partners for who?
Coalition politics would always be very difficult because you would need to find almost an agreement on ideology, also on policy and how you are going to advance development. So, I think if you look at the DA and the EFF, ideologically and policy-wise, they may be too far apart. So we could potentially see maybe the DA and the UDM talk to one another if it does come to that.
Joleen, you've watched the metro closely. What wards should we be keeping an eye out on?
I think, if you look over the metro, you would be looking at your Motherwell area would be, for me, an area to watch, as well as KwaZakele, Mission Vale, and also Warmer Township, of course, where the ANC's candidate was assassinated.
Let's not leave out the northern areas. I think crucial for the DA, and then we had Donald Lee pulling away from the DA and then backing the independents. Talk about the independents in the metro.
Well, the independents in the northern areas could also potentially act to split the vote, which could then potentially harm the chances of the DA in terms of getting those numbers that they need for an outright majority. So at this stage, for me, it's all we have to wait and see until the 3rd of August.
Okay, Joleen, we'll leave it there. Joleen will be in our studio in East London from the IEC headquarters, where she will be bringing you updates as the votes start coming in, and she'll be analysing those for you. From us here in Nelson Mandela Bay, we will be giving you blow-by-blow coverage. Myself, Joleen Lee, Iviwe Poti, Lorato Tipo. It's an all-girls team here in the Metro, and as voting takes place on Wednesday, we will be keeping you updated with that, and as the results start coming in, we will also keep you updated. We know that as the polling stations close, each ward will then begin counting the votes. The smaller wards, those votes will be in early. Obviously the Metro is going to be a big one, and that will take a little bit longer, and hopefully we should get that by maybe late Friday, sometime on Saturday. But the message to you is from here in Nelson Mandela Bay, stay tuned for all you need to know. From us here in Port Elizabeth, it's back to you in Pretoria.
All right, thank you very, very much, Joleen Lee, for bringing us the latest there from Port Elizabeth, and you can see that sea crashing in the background. Now,